Hello, this is Victor Santana for Stock Hunter video midweek for May 20th. How's everybody doing? I hope everything's going fine. Let's take a quick look and see what's going on in the middle of this week and what to expect for next week. So let's go and take a quick look right now. Okay, we're looking at the Wilshire, which is the total U.S. market here. As you can see, we are trading in a triangle base here, which is a descending, meaning that the triangle is going downward, which is usually a bearish sign here. So that does not look very good here for the time being, so keep an eye on it. And also what I'm doing as something new is showing you the simplified buy and sell signal here. As you can see, back in March it was a triggered buy, and now it's generated a sell signal right here ahead of the signal of the triangle breaking down. So keep an eye on that. Very important. Okay, let's look at the Dow now. The Dow is also putting a descending triangle fashion, and it's going to let us know by the end of this week if it's going to go up higher or lower. My guess is if it continues to go up on low volume like it has been last several weeks, I have a feeling it will break up to everybody's surprise. So don't be surprised, especially because I'm saying this because we still got some distance before these cross. So we might get a surprise and break up. Okay, but you would have to be very careful. With the Nasdaq's been trading kind of in a narrow range here, up and down in this area here, and the same could apply also for next week. A low volume, everybody's on vacation, short week, so be very cautious. However, with the Nasdaq, as you can see, it's already generated a sell signal here, so keep that in mind. With the S&P, it's also creating a descending triangle wedge here, and we still have a lot of resistance up right above here on that red line. So don't be surprised if it breaks up and fool everybody, and then it slams us down the week after that. So you know, just something to worry about. And again, on the S&P, it's generated ahead a sell signal here, so be very cautious. With the Russell 2000, which is the small caps here, a pretty steep declining descending triangle. Actually, you could starting to see a channel developing here, so be very careful. And this one's already generated a signal, a bearish signal here, so just beware. Now, globally, that's a different story. We're still trading within a resistant range right up here, but we are now going on an ascending triangle pattern here, which is usually a good sign. And as the articles in the Wall Street journals that I read and other sources, emerging markets globally is probably going to fare better than the U.S. So be sure that we'll focus a lot on the international stocks and get in as soon as this clears up here. Now, as far as the signals are generated, it hasn't generated a sell signal yet. So, but as you can see, the line is already heading downward down here. So we're just a matter of waiting for it to catch up here to generate that sell signal here. Okay, gold. This is something I've been recommending a couple of weeks ago. It's continuing to go up. As you can see, it looks like it's developing a channel, and it might hit up in here. I'm expecting to hit some resistance up here and pull back maybe down to this area here. Okay, so but if you look at the buy and sell signal here, it has the buy signal here, which was a couple of weeks ago, but it has plenty to go up in this area. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to go all the way up here. I have a feeling in the short term it's going to go back around in this area, but we might get another up here later on. But just keep an eye and follow the discipline on your exit strategies. Oil, as 2.5 weeks ago, was a positive, but on this pullback, this is one I recommended getting in. And as far as where the top could be, I think in the short term we're near the top, but ultimately I think we're going to be able to maybe round in this area here. So let's look at the buy-sell signals here. And as you can see here, the buy was back in March, way ahead. We're already all the way up in this area here, so it's going to take a few weeks for it to start curving downward. So the USO would be good in the next few weeks here. Now utilities, recommended utilities, it looks like it's been going down. Depending on how you see it, it's going like this on a little channel. It's on the upper end. It might pull all the way back before it gets a bounce, but let's see what happens here. However, if you look at the buy-sell signals, it had the positive signal here, and it's up here, so it hasn't generated anything. So utilities might be good in the next few weeks. And then we're looking at the healthcare. Healthcare was signaled a positive right in this area. It looks like it's touching up here few times, might break up and then hit major resistance up in this area. And if you're looking at the buy-sell signals here, it hasn't generated a sell signal, so that looks good. And keep an eye on it. And that's pretty much it for this midweek. And just wanted, in conclusion, just let you know there's a lot of sell signals generating as far as those inverse ETFs, and keeping an eye on the SDS and QID, which are the inverse of the S&P and Nasdaq. So hopefully those will show a signal, so I could then show you guys the charts. Other than that, may the trend be our friend.